Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So the Game of Thrones Season 5 trailer dropped way earlier than I expected, so this is going to be a breakdown of all that footage. I'm also starting a new round of the giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. It's just going to be a $20 Amazon gift card. So here we go, down to business. So I'm going to try and avoid liberal spoilers, but just general spoiler warning for everything through Season 4 on the show. So here we go. First thing, did not like the David Bowie Heroes cover. I could have done without that. It's spliced with footage of Jaime and Cersei standing over Tywin's body in Baelor Sept. I know we all knew Tywin was going to be in Season 5. It probably is a corpse, and this just confirms that. This is also something of foreshadowing to people in the future that they'll fail to protect. If you have read the books and you do want to comment on who those people are that they fail to protect in the future, please just use spoiler tags in the comments. This bay up here in the north, this is Eastwatch by the Sea. It's the port that ships go to whenever they're traveling to the Wall. I can't make out who all these people on the boats are, but Stannis would have brought his men here last season whenever they landed. Remember, they have a bunch of wildlings there now. The battle's over. They won the battle. So they're going to have to decide what to do with the wildlings that are still alive. Then we get the Littlefinger voiceover. He's talking to Sansa saying, "There's no justice in this world. Not unless we make it." It looks like they've left the Eyrie now and they're traveling around the Vale. It's cutting edge footage of Bronn and Jaime drawing swords. There have been liberal spoilers about where they're going, how their storyline has changed. There are some shots of them in the trailer that I'll talk about, but try to avoid super spoilers when you're talking about them. Here we see our first shots of the Sons of the Harpy wearing masks. That's in Meereen. Then we jump all the way to Dorne. Brand new place. We see Obara using her whip, which is funny because it looks like she's torturing someone here in the ground. She's Oberyn Martell's oldest daughter, the oldest of the Sand Snakes, and the best warrior of all of them. They're all good warriors, but she's just the best. But it all looks like they're standing here in the background next to Alaria Sand. So they might be trying to get information from someone. Vengeance is a big theme for the Martells in the wake of Oberyn's death, so they might just be torturing someone from King's Landing. This here is Sunspear with the Water Gardens. It's the palace that Prince Doran spends his time hiding out at. He's really weak, so he stays out of public sight, just so the illusion of his health isn't shattered. Like all of his people just think he's totally normal. So here, this Sansa scene, this is actually really big. Littlefinger says, "Avenge them." Sophie Turner said Sansa was going to have some traumatic experiences in Season 5. It's possible that the producers gave some aspects of Lady Stoneheart's story to Sansa. Maybe not in a literal way, but Sansa might take on a spirit of vengeance. It would just be awesome to see her kill someone. Our little Sansa, grown up, stabbing people in the face. So this looks like more Eastwatch by the Sea. Varys says, "I believe men of talent have a part to play in the war to come." This balcony he's standing on, it looks like he and Tyrion are in Pentos at Illyrio's home. He's talking about Tyrion. He's trying to get Tyrion to help him in his cause to put someone worthy on the Iron Throne. This footage is cut with Jon Snow and the Night's Watch Brotherhood rallying, Cersei in King's Landing, then Sansa, then Marjorie. All these people here, they're just basically contenders for the Iron Throne, just cut in with Varys' speech. Daenerys says, "I'm not going to stop the wheel, I'm going to break it." And we get a shot of Ser Jorah in the Meereen fighting pits. Sucks to be him. She's trying to abolish slavery in Slaver's Bay. Like that's been her mission since Season 4. As we saw, anytime she leaves a place like a city, a big city like Yunkai, all the rats flood back in and start slaving again. So these people that are fighting her, those are the wise masters. They represent the old guard, the people that still want to slave. This looks like it might be a gift from House Martell or Varys. I thought it might be Tywin's chain of office, but I thought that was left on his body. I know a lot of people are pissed that we're not going to see Kevan Lannister. It does really look like Tywin's chain of office though. It's just hard to zoom the footage in just because it's a little fuzzy. This bonfire here looks like Melisandre's latest attempt at working some big time magic. Bearded Tyrion here reaffirms his desire to continue living. So here's Jon Snow entering what looks like some sort of conflict. It looks like he's wearing a wildling outfit. So Stannis and the Night's Watch could have already integrated the wildlings into their forces. Here's a full shot of Jaime and Dorne. I guess we don't need to worry about spoiling that anymore. They stuck it in the trailer. That was actually one of the biggest surprises of the trailer, was seeing like full on Jaime in Dorne. I didn't think they were going to include that. This actually looks like it might be Tyene Sand trying to seduce him. So it's possible that if you've read the books, they're combining Aerys Oakheart's part and giving it to Jaime, and giving the Arianne Martell part to Tyene Sand. It makes sense because that's a really important storyline, but they cut out some of the important characters, so they have to give that story to someone else. So here, I'm actually happy to see that the Queen of Thorns made it in. Diana Rigg was awesome last year, so it's great to see that she's back in Season 5. Her line, "They'll never find what's left of you," is cut with battle scenes from all over the place, up at the Night's Watch, down here in Dorne. Here, actually, this will make people really happy. This is a shot of Quaithe. The graffiti in the background just says Wise Masters. They're the opposing force. They're like the antagonists in Marine. Technically, the Wise Masters are from Yunkai, but I don't think that they're leaving Marine in terms of location, so it looks like they've come to Marine. Here's a quick shot of Ramsay and Reek, cut with Jaime and Bronn fighting Dornish soldiers. The voiceover, this is the High Sparrow that we hear in the background. He's saying strip away the gold, knock down the statues. He's just an advocate of the people, so he hates what he considers to be vulgar displays of wealth. So he's not a huge fan of the crown. These people running through the streets smashing things, it looks like they might be faith militant. This person could either be the new Myrcella, it could be Maggie the Frog. It's kind of hard to tell. There aren't that many big characters that have that color of hair. They aged Myrcella's character up, so she's not a little girl anymore. Then this is actually really cool. We see Arya getting ready to enter the House of Black and White in Braavos. I know everyone's really pumped about that. The voiceover ends with, "This is what remains," as Arya looks at Needle. It's just meant to show that Needle is all that's left of Arya's former life as Arya Stark. So she's trying to transition to a new life, and Needle is just like the last thing she has left that reminds her of her old life. These soldiers bear the symbol of House Aaron, so they're probably riding with Sansa and Littlefinger around the Vale. This map board, actually, it's hard to tell who's standing at it, but these symbols on it look like flayed men, so this could be Stannis' map board. That'd be awesome if he brought that giant table map from Dragonstone. Think about what that implies. Stannis mapping out troop locations for the Boltons. Remember, they were headed for Winterfell at the end of Season 4. Here, Tyrion and Varys just cap off their speech saying Daenerys is the right girl for the job. Varys is just trying to get Tyrion to back Daenerys. I know a lot of people are upset that young Griff isn't going to be in the show. It sounds like they're just cutting straight to Daenerys. And here we finally get a beautiful shot of a huge Drogon getting ready to melt a bunch of people's faces off. If you thought Drogon was cool in Season 4, you have no idea. He's going to be enormous. Think about how fast he grew between Seasons 2 and 3 and then 3 and 4. Yeah, he's going to be like that much bigger in Season 5. The really cool thing about dragons is there's really no limit to the amount they can grow. It's just dependent upon their ability to find food. Although when you do chain them up, it does stunt their growth. So that's why Daenerys' other two dragons aren't as big. Here's more Eastwatch by the Sea. Then it looks like Missandei is totally going to go for it with Grey Worm. Daenerys presiding over some slave fights in the fighting pits. Melisandre here getting ready to have sex, ruin someone else's life up at the wall. Seems like any time she has sex with someone, she's ruining their life. So don't have sex with Melisandre. Here's Daenerys with her Unsullied marching around. Ellaria Sand back in Dorne at the Water Gardens. They're holding spears at her, so she might be in the presence of Prince Doran. This here looks like it might be Bowen Marsh. He's one of the new characters in Season 5. He's a Night's Watch character. Brienne and Podrick on the run. Then we have open revolt in Marine. It looks like the Sons of the Harpy are fighting Daenerys' Unsullied in the streets. Shit goes down. Here we have Marjorie and Tommen. It looks like she's getting ready to do something really naughty. Then all-out craziness in the fighting pits. And a shot of the statue being torn off the top of the pyramid. That's just meant to imply that rulers will face a lot of opposition from their people in all parts of the world. I guess you could subtitle Season 5 Vengeance or Uprising or maybe Revolt, just depending on whose POV you're taking. So here's my big question for you guys. Of all the crazy new things they're going to be doing and the new places we're going to visit, what are you most looking forward to? Like Arya and Braavos at the House of Black and White, or say like House Martell in Dorne? I would say, both of the things are probably pretty equal, but I think House Martell is going to be pretty awesome. So like I said, a new round of the giveaway starts now. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. So I'm going to do a Q&A tomorrow where I'll announce the winners. And actually, instead of gift certificates, I'm giving away 2 pre-orders for episode 2 of the Telltale game. Sorry, I forgot about that at the beginning of the video. It's going to be a great season. I'll be doing all the same types of bonus videos that I did last year. So I'll be doing bonus videos, episode reviews, and then Q&A. So it'll be like 3 Game of Thrones videos a week. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. If HBO posts a higher quality version of the trailer tomorrow, I'll post that. I'll attach it to my Q&A. While you guys wait for that, you can click here to learn